Take 300 Twinkies.
No.
300 Twinkies.
I don't like it.
And you build a little house.
Like, here's the thing.
A little house.
We've been friends for a really long time. I don't know
Go
what
inside.
the fuck you're doing. I
Go
don't
inside.
understand this. I don't understand it.
Spend a little time in there.
I got
Enjoy
a
the
text from
smell.
your wife this
Eat
week
your
that
way
you
out
refused
of
to
the
go-
Twinkies.
You refuse to go gluten-free.
Is that a Twinkie log cabin?
Don't bring my personal shit into this. How dare? What are you talking to my
What am I
wife
saying?
for?
Huh?
I don't talk to your wife.
It's not. It's not
not true. I
It's
do
a
talk to your
and
wife.
it's a support group, Dave. It's not like there's a bunch of us. We get into a room and we just have to fucking unload.
So that's essentially what this podcast is Dave Anthony's support group, which is weird that I'm in it because I am.
No, because you need the most support.
I-
Have you seen your tits lately?
I shouldn't. Yeah, I
Holy
have.
shit.
Fuck you.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Wait a minute.
Fuck you.
I didn't know you were going to take it personally. Usually we roll with the insults.
You're the guy who
We
just
roll
went.
with
You're the guy who
insults.
just went to the pool with me and didn't take off your shirt, even though you were the skinniest guy there. And I'm running around all fat with my kid in the pool.
That's just because you know.
Why was everyone calling me the apple? Tell me why everyone was calling me the apple.
Because you're actually happy. That's why you took your shirt off. You're comfortable with yourself. I live in a shame spiral all the time, covered in a mohawk.
You're listening to Walking the Room. You're listening to Walking the Room. I'm
Hey,
Dave Anthony.
That was another predictable
You're
opening,
Greg
by the way.
Barrett.
We need new beats.
And,
we're getting repetitive.
We're here
I
with
think.
Jake Johannsen,
dude.
ex-Iowan from originally Cornbread. We touched.
Dude, he's
Yeah, that's okay.
Here's the thing. I know it's tight in here. Jake's,
First guy I ever saw in a comedy club, paid to see.
Yep. And
That's me.
the reason
Yeah.
I started doing
And Dave
stand-up.
Portney was opening.
Dave Picorni.
Dave
Dave
Picorni.
Picorni.
The little
Picorni.
pink man.
Yeah, he was
That's
pink.
what he used to
He
say.
was totally pink.
He used to say that about himself.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a little pink
Oh, he
man.
did say that. Okay, I was worried that you just came up with that.
See-through, fiery blonde red hair and a
Yeah.
pink head. It was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, and I think he's
was
still
funny.
around or doing something. I thought
he wasn't bad.
I feel like I've seen
He's
him
a nice
recently.
guy.
Yeah.
Picorni, but Jake's the reason I didn't like stand-up. I never liked it. I just didn't regard it.
I just
really.
still think you might not.
Yeah, I listened a little bit, and it
Yeah.
seems like you're starting not to like it again. That's why I'm also on a closet tour of the Valley, but but one of the reasons I came
Is
over
this your
is to
first?
try and
Have you been to other closets yet?
No, this is my first stop.
Oh,
They told me this was a good place to start.
This is the
Yeah.
place. And it'll also end here. You'll like a lot of things. A big chunk of your career is going to end here.
Are we allowed to take pictures?
Yep. Oh, inside the closet?
Yeah.
Not that much.
Well, we'll talk to you.
We'll
You
talk
can,
about it
but then
later.
you got to talk to our security guy on the way
Yeah,
out.
I
It
figured.
gets
Angelo.
weird.
He works at a man's strip club. I saw you on Comedy Tonight, which was a PBS.
Oh yeah, hosted
I
by
was
Alex
gonna-
Bennett.
And I fucking here's the thing, and anybody who listens to the podcast and knows this about me. So it wasn't I didn't like stand up. I just wasn't like a super big fan of it because I didn't think anybody that did stand up was cool. I just didn't at that time.
I
in
still
the
agree
80s.
with that assessment.
I know, but
No one who does
then
stand-up?
fucking Jake.
I don't think people who stand up are cool. No.
But they're not supposed to be, really. I don't
Right.
know. All I
Yeah.
know
There's
is
a lot of young
the thing.
kids. I keep on turning
I'm gonna
on
contradict-
Comedy Central, and there's young kids who are cool. And there's a lacking of funny.
Cool and other people are buying into it, but we know different.
They're not.
you were cool in a I'm not cool way, but yet you were wearing like you were
Oh
fully.
God, you remember what he's wearing?
No, fucking.
I can tell you what I was
Yeah, but it
wearing
was because it was so fucking cool because there was nobody else like him. He was like
When
a
I
dude
saw him, he
from
was just
band.
wearing a muumuu.
He looked
a
like a
Hawaiian muumuu.
that was a phase. I did that for a while.
Jake's had a few since
Yeah,
then,
I did
but this was
remember.
full wide tie, gabardine
Yep,
slacks,
I remember that.
fucking like decked out in like 40s wear, glasses. That like it was half Marshall Crenshaw, half Elvis
Mark
Costello,
Twain.
but then his own fucking tall, a little bit Mark Twain. Yep, little Marky Mark also because he had his pants super low.
Yeah.
Here's the weird thing: he would wear the 40s pants that go high. He'd drop them, throw an underpant
Yeah.
out there, and really let it fly. But do you remember? And you had the thing about your dad on the phone. You were the funniest fucking guy on the show. You were really original and different and awesome. And then I was like, oh. Like, it was the first time I really thought stand-up was cool. Like, the first time I connected with somebody like since Bill Cosby, as a
Wow,
kid.
that's very nice.
Because I'd gone and
I don't
seen...
even know what to say now.
Well, here's the thing. When I was in
awkward.
college, and this is no offense to him because I met him later and he was a nice guy. in college, I'm like, I'm going to go see stand-up. I went to a bar, and they're like, the guy's performing tonight, 1 star search. And it was Brad Garrett, and we watched 10 minutes, and we walked out. And it was a bar in Eugene, in Oregon. I was like, I just don't like this. This isn't cool to me. And as I was thinking about, maybe I should do stand-up. And then I went and saw it, and I didn't like it. Is that,
yeah, well, but that's the thing about stand-up.
And that's not his fault. I saw him later. He's a funny guy.
Brad is funny, so I don't want to. We're not getting into Brad.
No, but it was just.
But I would say this about comedy: is some people say they don't like stand-up comedy, but no one says, "Look, I don't like music." I went to see a band, and they were terrible, and so I just don't listen to music now.
I know a couple people that just don't like music. It's very bizarre.
They're weird, angry insect people.
I'll never forget.
I mean,
They are. I've never forget. I was in an elevator in New York, and I had my. Well, it was probably a compact disc player at that point, and I'm listening, and this woman just taps me, and I take it down. She goes, "Are you listening to music?" And I go, yeah, I'm listening to music. She goes, "I like music." And then I didn't know what to say.
Do you want some ice cream? Because that is also good.
Here's a list of things that I like. Skirts. I have one on. I like outdoors, but I'm also okay with the indoors.
I love air.
Back rubs are
good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you listening to music?
You know what is
like
awesome? When you take your hat off and scratch your head.
That's pretty good. Jeez. I didn't even see that coming.
So true.
Yeah.
But no, so here's the thing. And I guess it's not even that I just didn't like stand-up. It's just that, like, I just didn't want to do that. Like, when I saw Brad Garrett, I'm like, I don't want to be in a bar doing this. This is not...
Right, but there's a lot of... But now there's a lot of other things you
didn't understand it. But I had what most people have is, like, a really not... There was either superstars, like, there was, like, Jay Leno was playing the Holt Center, or there was Brad Garrett at a bar. Like, and I was like, I just didn't see what it was until I saw you, and then I started investigating, and then I started watching, and then, of course, I thought it was great. Well, that was the first time.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to do... we're just basically selling people a good time. Like, you buy a ticket, you come to the show, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
For an hour and a
So
half,
you're saying we're
whatever.
strippers.
It's a different kind of a good time. But, it's similar. I guess when you blow it up and take that high altitude view of it, yeah, we're hookers or prostitutes. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we're hookers.
Comedy whores.
I was just having this conversation this morning about show business with someone where it's either you're a prostitute... In show business, you're either a prostitute or a pimp. And,
right.
and most of us are both. Most of us are both, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it just is a bummer sometimes when you get your pimp clothes on and it's hooker day.
Because you got to take off that big jacket.
Yeah.
And once you got that
I'm
big
sucking?
big
I thought I
jacket-
was...
What's that?
I didn't know I was sucking. I thought I was giving sucks.
No. You were
Away.
actually...
I thought I was
you were
giving
providing...
people-
You mean you were going to provide
I'm
people with sucks?
sucking.
You'll be
Yeah.
doing the sucking, yeah.
I
And
thought
you
I
have
was gonna
to take off the
find
big
people to
coat.
suck.
You have to take the big coat off.
Yeah.
I just
You
wear
put
the
big
tight
coat.
thing?
Yeah. And you can't hold the staff or whatever that is you have.
The
Is that
chalice?
what is that?
It's my chalice.
You can't have that either.
I can't have a
You can't have the
chalice?
cane or the chalice.
Can I?
Yeah.
You got your pimp chalice?
Yeah, I got a pimp chalice. Don't
you can't have the pimp chalice. You got to take the pimp chalice off and the glasses.
I dropped mine one night and it just broke. I'm so bummed out.
Yeah. I have nothing to say.
We worked together in Sacramento. This is one of my favorite comedy memories.
Oh, is this the one where you call the guy out from the stage?
Okay, it might be it.
The guy wouldn't be quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this story. Will you tell it?
Yeah. you can see if I fill anything if I forget. But
Oh, it's just the greatest.
you had a joke. I had a joke that you liked, and so I was opening for him, and I start to do. I'm getting into it with these people over on the right.
Is it
and
the
they're being-
Sacramento punchline?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're being very loud.
They won't stop. They're just kind of intrusive.
Yeah,
in making weird.
annoying. And I was like, at one point I said, something about Jay Leno, and they got all excited. I didn't know what was happening, and then I just turned to a guy. Did I call him a fucking retard?
I said, I think you said, what are you retarded?
Yeah.
Or what are you, a retard? Something like that.
Got quiet. But I didn't stop my... I also had a joke.
Right.
That I start doing the joke, and I see you in the back of the room, like waving, like, "Don't land! Keep the plane flying! Get back up in the air!" Like he's just waving his arms hysterically in the
I
back.
don't remember that part.
And I have started doing the joke, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now.
Do you remember the joke?
Yeah, the joke was what's eating Gilbert Grape? What's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio plays a mentally handicapped gentleman. and this whole association of mentally handicapped people was upset, and they fired off a letter saying how wrong it was that they didn't use someone with a challenged person. And but the problem is they wrote it in red crayon on a brick. so, and obviously at that point, I was using the word retarded all the time.
Fuck, that is a great joke.
But so first he asks the person if he's retarded, then he does that joke, and then he finds out that it's like a high functioning Down syndrome dude in a wheelchair.
Oh my god, dude!
No, the whole side of the room.
Everybody in the audience knows it.
There's like 20 of them. Like it was like a group outing, and they all went to a comedy club. And I walk off stage, and he tells me that, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And a woman comes over and was furious.
Yeah, my memory was that people who were that group was kind of fine, but that other people were pissed off on their behalf.
Yes,
but they were fine.
They were fine.
They enjoyed that Dave had.
They're like their handler or whoever she was.
The funny part of it is just the red brick and the crayon. It's just two funny words. That's all. That's it. It's just leading up so you can say wrote it in red brick.
But their handler came over and she was furious.
Yeah,
like dresses me down. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then they came over to the show and they're hugging me and they were like, I hug you. I'm like, yeah, you can hug me. Like it's like a big party. They didn't give a fuck.
Right.
They just saw comedy. They didn't.
They moved on immediately.
Well, they're on the happy train. They're happy.
Well,
they're happy people.
Well,
people with Down syndrome, they don't worry and get freaked. At least the times when I've had interactions, just very charming, sweet, nice people who want to hug. I mean, most people want to hug. We all want to hug, but we don't just come right up and say like, "Can I have
one?"
Yeah.
We should start doing that. We should start that.
It's really a good T-shirt.
But when you're picking an out, if you're I would say, look, ma'am, when you're picking an outing for a group of mentally handicapped, maybe a comedy club, like just of all the things you could have gone to, maybe the comedy club's the riskiest one to go to.
Without a doubt.
Are you not aware that the word retard is still funny after we can't say it? It's still going to be used.
That was kind of before it was as bad, but this was also before the internet. There was an internet where you could look up and see this woman, furious about her experience at the place. But it was pretty. I mean, maybe this story makes it sound horrific.
You mean
there was no Yelp review like,
Yelp?
my Down syndrome son was called a retard by an insensitive comedian. This is outrageous. 1 star.
Holy cow.
The cheesecake was delicious.
You know what I read about you on Foursquare today, Dave? There's so many places to complain on the internet now. You really can't get...
It's all complaining.
You can fucking get your bitch on. No, it's crazy how much you can get your bitch on.
It is all complaining. But everything kind of deteriorates to some kind of racist, homophobic anger.
Right.
I mean, it starts off being a conversation.
It really does.
And then it just deteriorates.
My most retweeted tweet ever was Twitter to change its name to Crybaby Complain Town. Yeah. And just fucking people are like, yes, exactly. It's like that. You go on your Twitter feed, and after all, you're like, who's not mad at something? It's all about how shitty a movie is or how shitty somebody else is.
Did anybody retweet? I would have retweeted that, but I would have put, oh, it's a really clever one. Good tweet. Just complained about that tweet.
But that would have just sounded like really, hey, great tweet.
I don't think so. I think people can look at my picture and they can sense that it's.
No, but then somebody would have attacked you.
Oh yeah, but that's all it is.
It's just attack.
That's not true. I have a lot of conversations with people on there that are fine.
Yeah.
We had an interaction. That's interaction.
That's
not
why
an interaction.
Oh my god, how did that happen?
We both had an erection on Twitter.
Well, it is the internet. So
true.
I got multiple windows open. Let's just say that. But I enjoy Colin Quinn on Twitter because
oh my god, his
thing is to start a moron fight.
It's like a man on fire.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Colin Quinn is definitely a good follow.
Oh yeah, it's a show. He's putting on a show. He's putting on a show that works on multiple levels. It's like a funhouse mirror thing. Yeah, I love. He's doing a good thing.
The only thing,
and I have to be honest, I like reading a good fight. Every once in a while, I'll read a Marin fight or a Kirkman fight. Like that's just 400 tweets, and they go and they go and they go, and they're kind of fun. It's sometimes some people that are mad don't have a lot of the information.
Would they just like being mad? So they're going out to look for something like, I'm going to go be mad. It's like those guys.
Karen Kilgariff said, I just bought a dog today and I'm going to name it Diamond Jubilee after the Diamond Jubilee. And some guy wrote, fuck you, cunt.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Oh, wait, I don't even know what a Diamond Jubilee is.
You know, in
That's
England.
the Queen. The
That's
Queen is having her Diamond Jubilee. It's her 60th anniversary of being Queen.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
That's exactly
15
why I don't
she's
know
I
that.
cannot believe I just explained that. It's such a kind
that
of like,
crazy?
I can't believe you didn't know the Queen is having her. Who listens to the show? I was going to sell tickets to my show, and now I just completely undermined my own purpose.
Oh my God, that's
I'm
great.
having my dirt clod jubilee at this point. It's just a little clods of dirt, and then later on I find out it's hardened shit. And that's where it gets really weird.
It's disappointing. That's the twist.
That's the
Three-quarters
twist.
of the way through the movie.
It gets worse.
It gets worse.
I think this is the dirt. I've been carrying it around for 3 years.
This is not a dirt jubilee. Wait, does she get like a big diamond?
She's got all the diamonds she needs.
But
No,
what-
she gets
yeah.
a parade. There was a boat parade and a big concert, and
I mean, basically for being alive, it's a birthday kind of thing.
Simply, no, it's
60 years of being the queen. Now that takes you gotta get to be the queen, and then you gotta live for
Right.
60 years
But
after
that
that.
mattered.
happens. It's not
That
easy.
mattered more in like the 1600s when dudes and horses were coming to lop your fucking head off.
Yes.
Now, fuck your diamond jubilee. You have the best medical care available. What
Well,
your
that's
diamond
true.
jubilee
That's
is
true. But they have
horseshit.
pictures. It's like they're pictures with the queen with every president going back, 60
That's a
years.
lot, yeah.
It's pretty impressive when you see the pictures. Like, oh, we keep electing a new jackass, and then
Yeah.
and he gets
Yeah.
his picture taken.
I
with
also
the
think
She's
it's
still
it's
the
weird
queen.
that they
Yeah.
all fucked her. Can we say that?
I don't think
Well,
that's.
I don't think
you
I'm
say
not-
that as if it's just definitely true. But I think it might be a
not
rumor.
That
I
could
think,
be a little bit.
Really?
yeah, I mean, no, Kennedy maybe, but I don't think Truman.
Have you read
Right.
Wikipedia?
I mean, tell me that at least Kennedy made a joke about fucking her before he went there. You know,
oh,
he made
you
a joke
know
about
he
it.
did.
You know he made
Oh,
a
come
joke about
on.
it, like in his private moment, like should I fuck her? Like literally,
Yeah.
I could, or do you think I could fuck her?
Yeah.
I guarantee you there was 15 minutes given to some sort of conversation about whether Kennedy and him and his brother or whatever his
Tag team, the
cabal
Queen?
of friends are talked about fucking the Queen.
I don't know why we don't have access to those recordings.
I wish we
there's
did.
so many.
Oh, my
everybody's
God.
recording everything all
I mean,
the
if
time.
the Jerky Boys are out, why can't that be?
I wish Kennedy was alive to tweet. I'd love to see his Instagram.
Well, that's the problem, though. Have you ever looked at the president's tweets? I thought
Our
I
president's
thought-
tweets?
Yeah, you look
They're
at his
terrible.
tweets.
They're
It's
horseshit.
obvious someone else is tweeting
They're
for
not
him, and they're being so careful that like you don't even need a Twitter if that's what you're going to do.
You know
If
who's
that's what
not?
you're gonna
You know
do.
who's definitely tweeting for themselves is Donald Trump.
Yeah, he's definitely tweeting for
Me,
himself.
that guy,
He's a-
Ed is
Really?
like an idiot party every day. He is
He's
like,
unbelievable.
He is the dumbest human being like out there. He is so
Wow.
amazing.
But wouldn't it be great if I was the president, I would just leave open-ended tweets like "You got to be fucking kidding me," ... and then just like no fucking way, or what an asshole, but with
Yeah.
just all these things. So like he's.
What about- have you guys seen
Or
this?
just
And
kind of
then-
mean like that is not a good haircut.
And let people fill
How
it
about
in.
nice going, Israel? What? That doesn't seem like the right
That's
thing to
very
say.
pointed, and our Jewish friends do not care for your.
They don't care for Obama.
Don't make
either,
a
do they?
political. That's another thing about Twitter is I throw out political tweets and people are like, just fucking stick to the funny, man. I'm like, well, I'm not.
You
I'm
can't
not
do
your
that.
monkey. Like I'm a human being, and Twitter's not like you just throw whatever you're thinking up there.
Well, that's where you kind of want to get back to the old days of comedy, where it was like, hey, if you want to say something mean to me, it costs $20.
That's true.
You know, now
right.
it's
I
like,
forgot. Yeah, you're
And there's a
right.
good chance you'll be thrown out of the show. So
Yeah.
you know, I mean, and I'll have a bouncer when you do it. Yeah, you have too much access to information now.
and never look at your YouTube comments.
No.
Oh,
my God.
no! YouTube is the you do not go near that shit. No, they're horrible people. That's like our lowest form of human. The YouTube commenters. They're bad.
They're the ones that like. That's the one I used to make the point out of. I searched one day rockabilly guitar solos, and there's a German guy named Flash Gordon who sits in his room. He's got a pompadour and he just plays guitar solos, and they're fucking great. And at the bottom, one just said "fuck you, faggot," like just apropos of nothing, just faggot.
They always
just
go to
fuck you.
homophobia or
Yeah,
racism.
and just
know?
Always.
hey, fuck you, faggot.
It's the thing to
No,
go
it doesn't
to.
matter. You could literally have a video of a guy pulling a baby out in front of a train, and it would just be fucking queer, you know.
Well, that one.
Is that pretty gay? Is that
a guy saving a baby?
To save babies.
A guy
That's
saving a
just part
baby
of
from
it.
a train?
Yeah,
That's completely.
Is that
it's very
is that a
gay.
metaphor?
No.
No.
From the studies they've done, 75% of people who save babies from trains are
Oh my
homosexuals.
God! So this guy's just making a point.
Yeah, he's just making it straight up. It's just factual. It's a factual comment.
It's an FYI.
Oh my God!
FYI.
Just like he's writing the guy's Wikipedia page. He's just simply
Right. He's
it's
just
a citation.
saying.
It's just he's just,
I mean, basically, he's saying, "Nice job. I get who you are as a person."
Thank you. I didn't know that, so I appreciate that because that's not a piece of information I held before this. Now I know this.
I just realized you're the white Montel Williams.
Sure. I don't have MS. What is that? I'm sure.
I don't know if
Do
that's
you have a bus
true.
full of medicine?
I do. I
Okay.
do, and I have a really tightly trimmed goatee that's so thin.
It is pretty tightly trimmed.
He really ties his to it. Yeah.
I think that because I saw a guy with that little pencil thin mustache, and you got to really work it. You got to get the water hot, and you got to have a little tiny razor that you're in there working all
Those
the
things
time.
are tough, man.
Yeah, and a
Oh, the
protractor
pencil
to get the
mustache?
angles on both sides. And trim
Isn't
it so
there
it's-
now isn't there like some kind of razor that just does that? Wouldn't you think there'd be like a get your tiny mustache razor?
I think it's a piece of Velcro that's the same size as the mustache you want. You stick it on the mustache, and then you cut everything around the edges off. I think that's how it
Oh my
works.
God, that's amazing.
It's like a
If you
reverse.
don't,
It's like a reverse template.
Is that what Errol Flynn did?
Yeah,
Wow. Is it Errol Flynn? Did I get that right?
you did. That is right.
I think you did.
What about Amelia Earhart?
That's
She
a
trimmed her
different person.
mustache too
Just
tight.
right, I-
Different person.
Too tight.
Welcome to the
They found her,
historical.
though, right? They
Yeah,
found
they
her. They know
apparently
where she
found
landed.
They know where she landed.
Where was it?
Apparently, it was in the files. Like they found some old memos or recorded documents.
They ignored some emergency radio transmissions
Yes.
that they thought were not her at the time. That turned out to now they're saying they was her because
So-
they went to this.
Oops.
They went to this little sandy coral reef island thing, and they found some of her old cold cream and some other trash laying.
She had a skincare program.
God,
She had
bless her
freckles.
heart.
She used
Bless
to wear
her
some
heart,
kind
right?
of- Yes,
So
bless
I
her
was up there
heart.
fucking putting an eye cream on. Look
Yeah.
at that, right? That's how
Yeah.
you do it.
I think it was to cover freckles or something.
Could have been.
Yeah,
We'll
Hey,
be
you're
right.
close to the sun.
We'll be right back with more freckle talk.
yeah.
Welcome back. Don't. That's my
That was
fault.
almost like Welcome Back, Carter.
That was Welcome Back,
It
Cotter.
was Welcome Back, Cotter. Welcome Back, Carter.
Yeah, remember when Welcome Back to Jimmy Carter?
Well, no, Welcome
With
Back,
his
Carter is that new science
1993
fiction movie. John Carter comes back to that
From
red
Mars?
thing and he fights those vacuums or whatever it was.
He
beat
fights
up in
sloths
those-
with vacuums.
sloths
It's
with
a good movie.
Did you see that movie? I didn't.
No,
see
but
that.
I just saw the billboard. It looked like a guy fighting sloths with vacuums, and I stopped.
I couldn't even tell what was chasing him on. It was on the back of a side of a bus, so that would go by like, "What the heck?" and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And he didn't. But I want to see it. I'm
Some
waiting
people
for it.
actually said it was a good movie.
Yeah, I know. Jerry Duggan, our friend Jerry Duggan, said it was a good,
He's
really good
a-
movie.
he would
And he's
know.
a guy I would trust.
Yeah. We were talking just quickly in the break, which we took just for a moment, about Jake's. I was asking if you still had your old clothes.
You had oversized suits, right? Did you
I
wear?
had different. I had suits and.
But they were
different-
big. They were like big
and
suits.
big ties. Well, people dress differently. And
Was it a
kind of
zoot
pleated
suit
big
situation?
pants.
Was there
not,
any-
not exactly zooty, but
But it was rad. Like no other comic was doing anything like it. In terms of like most comics would just dress like there was the requisite like
Yeah, the
sport
uniform.
coat guy or like just like white
you
tennis shoes. and
you can
jeans.
actually go
more-
down to a uniform store and buy those.
There
But
was
it was-
more suits. There were some guys who just wore suits and ties, just like a regular suit and tie, and then there was guys who would do like the sport coat with the sleeves pushed
Oh,
back and
yeah.
the piano tie. But no, I was kind of doing a weird thing, and so as a result, like I was saying, I got called a fag a lot. And
Really, like during the show?
yeah, like someone would yell
Wait,
it out.
during the show?
Well, I was like 22 years
Yeah,
old, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
dressing a little bit weird, and it was just like they didn't know how to. It's like, hey, we're in a bar in Pleasanton. What do you think you're doing? It's like I'm trying to put on a show. I dressed
I
up.
thought it was so fucking great because it wasn't like you were a character. It just simply was like you had cool taste. You were like
I was slightly weird on stage.
You
but it
were more
wasn't-
of a
but it
character
wasn't-
then.
But it wasn't.
but it wasn't like it wasn't like the characters of like that time. Like
It wasn't emo, and it wasn't.
Bobcat.
Bobcat.
It wasn't Bobcat.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
was
it
like-
wasn't even or Dice even. Like it was like it was just cool.
What
It was-
year did you start doing comedy?
I started in '82.
Kathy Sorbo was around. Well, she's still around, but she was around then too, and she sort of had an odd. she had an odd way of presenting herself, but she was still just a stand-up. Like, you were just a stand-up. You just did stand-up. It wasn't like you did odd things that didn't make sense.
I was a little bit weird. My style was a little stammery and kind of like similar to the way it is, just kind of the way that I am or whatever. But so it was a little bit different because it wasn't that super confident. You know, remember Michael J. Fox's character from Family Ties, or Bruce Willis, you know, that I'm a cool guy and I'm telling you what's stupid kind of.
Right.
That was sort of a thing that a lot of guys were doing, but that was not what I was doing. So
and then
anyway.
so faggot a lot. Did you ever get in a fight?
No, I never fighted. Well, that's the thing. It's like, what am I fighting about? You know, then like, okay, so you called me a faggot, but I get that means that you don't like me, but I'm not gay. But now I don't want to get in a fight with you about like, I'm not gay, so I'm going to fight you because you called me a faggot. Because what if I was gay? Then it's like the conversation we have to have before we can actually have a fight that I would be comfortable having.
That's when I go in for the kiss.
Yeah, make
I
out.
just go
Let's
in and
make
let's
out.
have a kiss.
Let's make out.
Let's just do it. You want to do it? Come on, bro. You're on the edge.
Really, faggot?
Let's have a kiss.
You just want to kiss.
He
He had that twinkle in his eye.
Yeah,
he was
really
like,
wants a
I'm
kiss.
getting one.
He really wants a kiss. But that takes a lot of balls. Like, think about this. It's hard enough to get up there and do stand-up, period. So most people just want to be liked anyway. The fact that you went up to do stand-up, your stand-up wasn't loud or aggressive, and then you put clothes on top of it. Like, you actually you gave yourself quite a hurdle.
In the kind of bar-y atmosphere of some of the comedy clubs, there was a little bit of a hurdle that you had to get over.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Would you wear a less gay tie to Tommy
I didn't
T's?
think of this is the thing that I think you wouldn't wear your side of you on because I didn't think those clothes were gay.
No, I'm saying per your description.
I thought they were just dressed up.
So you go to Tommy T's, you're not going to put on your cock and ball tie.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I toned it down too much. I mean, but that was more of a time too. Like I said, where guys would wear a suit. The people in the audience weren't wearing suits, but guys on stage would dress up more. Now I feel like guys on stage are sending the message of like, I'm in a t-shirt and jeans because I don't care. You know, I'm so cool and I don't care. In fact, I don't care if the show is good. I don't care if I'm funny. It's like, why did you buy a ticket to listen to me? Because I'm special. It's like, well, when I started, it was like, you bought a ticket to come see me do a funny show. And so I'm trying to dress up like it's a show. Like I got
like
dressed up to come out.
I agree with you.
So I'm sending you the message. I'm doing the show. You're watching the show. I put this on for you.
Right.
You know?
When you started, did you... Because I think that for stand-ups, at least for me and Greg, when you start doing stand-up comedy, you just want to do stand-up comedy. And then you get caught up in that bullshit.
Well, no, I see, when I started, it was 1982, and so I didn't really even understand kind of what stand-up comedy was. I knew Robin Williams and Steve Martin, I understood that, but I was going to San Francisco to get on stage at the Holy City Zoo because I had read in Newsweek magazine that that's where he got to start. And I kind of then was trying to figure out, like, what do I do on stage? What is a stand-up comedy act? And I didn't really know. So I wrote stuff down and tried to practice it. But I had an epiphany, like, 6 or 8 months in that, there's guys that you've never even heard of that don't have to do another job because they can make a living doing stand-up comedy. So that was an epiphany that I had. And then I still kind of had early success in San Francisco. I won that comedy competition, and that was my ticket to LA, and I got a manager, and then it was like, you're going to get a sitcom and come to LA and do all of that. And then it was after a couple of those sort of things that you do that are fun, but they don't pan out, that you realize, look, fuck this. I'm just going to go on the road and do a show for people who I'm in show business already. I don't need these people to put me in show business.
Right.
I'm in show business, and they act like they've got control over me, but I'm going to go in front of the audience of people who like me and make them happy and make myself happy.
They do have control over you if you're in that world. If you go into the fucking television shows and all
these
shit
auditions,
they do.
the auditions, I finally
Did you audition a lot?
I would go on auditions, but you drive from...
Yeah.
Early on, I moved to Santa Monica so that I would be sane, so that I could look at the Pacific Ocean and feel like, this is a cool thing that you don't have where I grew up in the Midwest. I'm at the Pacific Ocean, so I'm happy. But that means you got to really drive a long way to the valley to do an audition. It's like 4:00 on a Friday. It's,
your whole day is shot.
Yeah. Oh my God! Can they change the time? No, they can't. So you get there at 4:00. You go in. Somebody's mean to you, and they kind of you prepared 3 scenes, and they go, "We're just gonna do the second one." It's like you could have told me that ahead of time, so I could really practice this one thing instead of learn 15 pages that you're going to have me do 3 of, and then
oh, that's the fucking worst.
And then you're back in your car. Finally, it was like, you know what? Why don't I just buy a gas station lottery ticket right by my house and skip the drive to the valley? I got about the same.
It's kind of.
I got about the same chances of winning.
It's hard.
And that guy's nice. The guy you buy the lottery ticket from. Oh, thank you for coming in. Do you want something to? You know? Is that it?
Right.
He's nice. Not like you go out to the valley. I did an audition one time.
But here's the thing. Before you go, did you ever like acting before this? Did you want to be an actor before you were a stand-up?
Well,
did you study acting?
I was in some plays. I auditioned for a play. I was in a play in college, and I did that kind of stuff, and it was fun. But it's like, yeah, you just assume. I remember one of the things I was doing that one of the other actors that the producers liked and I really liked that was coming in for the other guy was the guy who was the host on that movie quiz show, Christopher McDonald.
Yeah.
But this was before his career really took off. And so I would go to his house and we'd work on the scene so that hopefully he was going to get cast, and the stupid network didn't cast him. He went on to be a movie star. He's an awesome guy. But we were having this conversation one time, and I was talking about how, all these actors who think they can just show up at the comedy club and do stand-up so they can get discovered and get in sitcoms kind of bums me out. He's like, yeah, I know what you mean. There's a lot of comics who think they can just go on stage and become actors. Yeah. I didn't realize I was like walking right into the pie. Like, oh, right. Oh, I'm the asshole.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like I have a few real actor friends who actually, there's a handful of them that fucking like auditioning. And they like acting, and they like doing all that stuff, and this stuff doesn't bum them out the way it did me, which was profoundly like,
I totally don't mind. I totally don't mind if it's like, I'm going to drive there, you're going to treat me like I'm actually doing you a favor, because I worked on this stuff. I may not get the job, so let me have my little pretend moment where I get to act out this little funny situation in the room. Be nice to me. I don't care if you cast somebody else. Be nice to me, because I'm doing my little theater show right now in your office. Yeah. Be nice to me.
I'm not going to be nice to you.
No, they weren't nice to me. No, this is the best. I love the closet. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I would drive. I'll be over here next Friday.
Like I said, we hold auditions in here all the time, too. We really do. We got our computer out. We just have people come in. We have them read sides. We change the sides on them usually when they get here.
I have been on those auditions where it's like a low-budget movie and you get there and you realize, oh, I am the most successful person in this room.
That's not good.
Yeah, it can't be good.
It's not good.
So when did you... Because I remember you had deals and stuff, right? You had a couple of deals to have your own show.
Yeah, I've done a few pilots and had deals to have my own show, and
then they all
for different reasons. Like you shoot it and they don't like the way it looks, or you shoot it, but they're only going to pick up 2 other shows, and they have to pick up the second banana from this other sitcom because they promised a deal to that producer, and so all those kind of little heartbreaking.
And because it's such a trip, because now I'm a fucking older comic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. There's new, young, cool guys
coming
all the time. Well,
but has it changed?
Truckloads of them.
But has it changed since when we were...
With the fun thing...
Is it different now in that there's more of an emphasis on younger comics, or was it always this way and I just didn't notice because I was a younger comic?
They're always looking for the fresh meat to come to town, and they start a feeding frenzy. And now, if you've been here, even though you're great, they can come out and see you and know you're great, but they know that the other network's not going to sign this guy. But the new guy, they're like, we better snap him up before the other people get him.
Yeah.
My favorite part is watching guys turn from the young guy who thinks all the old guys suck and he's going to be a star. Watching those guys turn into welcome to the old guy room.
Yeah, right?
It's free coffee in here.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. How's that crushed dream going? That feel pretty good?
Yeah. It is weird though, but it is that thing of like, look, people have an idea of who you are, and if you took your turn around, you really have to fucking light some shit on fire for them to take interest in you again, because there is a pile of other stuff that they can look at.
You're talking to a guy who drove an hour to have a conversation in a closet into a tiny box. I do know what you mean.
By the way, we don't put these out.
Yeah.
This is just how Dave and I have friends.
This is just... this one will just be for us to listen to.
Yeah, which is totally great. Like, can my wife listen to it? I can play it for her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can give her a copy, but it burns as soon as she stops listening.
Well, we're going to give it to her on mini disc.
I called my dad to tell me a little story on my podcast, which I'm just starting to do. I said, can you tell this little story? He goes, wait, I don't understand. So I go into this long conversation where you have iTunes on your computer and the music you listen to, and you can buy my CD there, and then there's these other things that are like interviews. It's like a radio show, but it goes on. I'm explaining the whole podcast thing because I think that's what he's asking. And then he goes, but I just talked to you on the phone, right? I go, yeah.
He was trying to figure out what it. Oh my God, that's
I thought he
awesome.
was asking what a podcast was, but he was just asking, like, when you say that I'm going to be on this thing, do I just talk into the phone, right? So just don't tell me anything else.
I mean, there's still letters, right? I can still get letters. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
You can still get mail.
All good.
I'm going to call you on the phone. You're going to tell me a story. I'm going to say that was great. And then we're going to be done.
That's
and the
it.
rest of it is like a magic trick to you.
I still can't get my mom still doesn't have the internet. She won't get it. Why do I need it?
My dad's the opposite. He listens to
dad's
to the
all over
podcast,
it.
and he was an early adapter to all these things, so he knows all this stuff. He's got an iPad. He listens to the podcast. He likes it. I mean, sometimes he falls asleep on an amp.
Yeah,
wakes
but
up
wouldn't
and the fire
you? I mean, I
department's in his
think
house,
most
but
people fall asleep listening to this.
or leap. But they just decide to leap.
It's good. It's a good night talk.
It is.
Yeah.
It's good night talk. Night Dad.
You listen to Sleepy Time with Greg Barrett and Dave Anthony.
Yeah.
You and like Brian Regan, and there's these guys who live in this place where like the TV fame or the movie fame didn't happen, but you're really good comics.
I still
And
am,
it's this weird. Is it this weird space for you? I mean,
I would sign a deal right now that said what you get to do for the rest of your career is sell out rooms that are 400 seats.
Yeah.
Wherever, any comedy club, whatever you want to do, because it's really fun and great.
Yeah.
But I would love to make a little more of that transition, the Jim Gaffigan, Brian Regan theater transition. That seems really kind of like a fun thing.
But so how do you-
some of those big rooms are not as much fun as the small. I
No,
mean, the comedy club, the 250 seat room
It's
of
the best.
everybody who's having a good time. It's just like, I mean,
Agreed.
I did the show last night at the Comedy Magic Club where it's like they got on board at the beginning. I went backstage. A friend of mine had watched the show right when I walked back. It just was such a good feeling. He goes, hypnotism. Because it felt like I went on stage and they all were paying attention to me. They went under the trance and then we just took off and flew around the room. And it was like they were excited. And it was a good time for them, and I had a great time. And then when I was done, they were like, "Wow, that was like a magic thing that happened."
But this is exactly what I was talking about. What I've been talking about on the show. So you're at that point, and you're like, okay, I wanted to make that transition. And I think you're just talking about Gaffigan and Regan have a little bit more of a. They get to work. They're
Let me
gonna
tell you
work.
another story before you tell me the story, because I think this will. So
It's more of a question.
Last year,
Yeah.
I'm at the Laughing Skull, which is a great club
The
in
great
Atlanta.
club. 80
but it's a tiny room.
80.
80 seats.
80
yeah.
seats.
But it's a tiny room. They haven't sold. They've sold maybe 30 tickets. And there's a lady there. It's her birthday. She's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
She won't shut up.
Awesome.
I wind up calling her a cunt and making her cry on her birthday, and she leaves. And it's a terrible.
God,
I feel so awful about it.
You
I feel
took
so
me
awful
into
about
your
it.
body, and you channeled me on stage.
I felt so awful about it. I mean, I don't think I've ever called a woman that before. And,
Yeah.
and the context of it was I kind of made it clear that might happen to the rest of the crowd. And so when it did happen, they were joyful. You know,
Yes,
they were really happy that it happened, but she was just mortified. Like, how can? And it's like, okay, so on the one hand, you have this experience where everybody goes into a trance and you magically fly around the room
Right.
in
That's bath
moonlight.
salts.
And then, yeah, well, who
That's
cares? I don't
awesome.
care
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. If it's under $20, I'm in. So you have that experience, and then you have the experience where it's like, I've been on Letterman 41 times. And all I want for you to do is shut up
the
and let me
fuck
do
up.
my show.
How about a tiny bit of
Seriously,
respect?
I have this shit worked out.
Yes.
I can do it. You don't have to be smart. You just have to be quiet.
So you can't improvise.
I can improvise. You can't improvise. The thing is, anyone can steal a show. If you don't
Yes,
get like,
well,
okay,
yes.
if
It's
you
the
don't
easiest
get
thing
that,
in
you
the
have to
world.
shut up.
Yeah,
If
it's
all
the
you
easiest
do
thing
is
in
keep
the
going,
Yeah,
that's not funny, mommy. You know,
that's the thing is that
All right,
people
first
don't
off,
understand
that's my act.
there are hecklers you can't do anything with because there's no rhythm to what they're doing,
Right.
and they're interrupting the setups, and it's just fucking horseshit. So you can't actually work with it.
But so the point is, so you do that show, and
and you feel terrible. But it's
Right.
like, look, I get to do another show. The cost of being a comedian, I think, is every once in a while you're on stage
And it sucks.
some
Right.
bad thing happens.
but
any
But my
job.
other question is though, when like this is the bridge that I'm willing to cross. I'm like, how long do I stay in it before I think I'm not going to cross over to Regan? I'm not gonna
Well, how much
by
do you
virtue
need?
of just doing
look,
stand up.
I don't need to be doing sold out crowds, but if I'm making a decent living and I'm happy, I'm not like struggling for money, and I get to go on stage and I have a good time and they're having a good time, it's like, yeah, I keep doing it. I want to do it, you know? So it's like, do you want to give up? Do you want to quit? That's the thing to me about show business is everybody acts like they can fire you from show business. You go on these auditions, they all act like, I got the power and I'm going to shut you down. You're not going to get, you can keep me from getting this job, but you can't take show business away. I'm in the kind of show business that we're in.
Yes.
You have to quit. No one can fire you from this.
Right.
You have to quit.
Right.
So as long as you don't quit, you're still in. So don't quit. That's all I'm saying to you. Don't quit. If you're having fun, don't quit. But if you're saying, oh, I had a disappointing night and it makes me want to quit, I would say that's a familiar feeling. Just shake it off.
Yeah,
you just got to shake it off.
I just feel like I keep thinking the numbers. Like I go into a club and like the numbers are down and they're down from the last time, and I'm like, how many more times am I going to go back while they? I don't have a strong enough foothold in the comedy club world where I do feel like I'm traveling off of like here's the difference between you and me. You have the integrity of always having been Jake Johannsen. I have the integrity of having been famous really quickly for a moment, regardless of how good my stand-up is, and now that's old fame. So I'm traveling 8 years down on the he's just not that into you fame. Nobody's really coming out to see me, and I feel like some of those acts that you see around who are like antiquated stars who are still in the club. Does that make sense?
It does, except that you're not that. I mean, everybody's afraid of being that, but I haven't seen your act, but you're not doing jokes from 15 years ago, and you're not going on stage trying to be the guy who wrote that book.
Right.
You know, you're going on stage doing your artistic vision, so you're being misunderstood, and you got to recharge your fame battery or whatever it is.
Right.
Like I did this HBO special in '92, and it blew up, and I sold out comedy clubs and did theaters for like 3 years off of that. I just did a Showtime special 2 years ago. Kind of a nice email surge to me, people who liked it, enjoyed it, and come out and but the clubs aren't packed from that. It just doesn't work the same anymore. We're what this thing is now is to try and connect to the people who want to come out and you show each other a good time.
Right.
I mean, I guess I just don't want to give up because somebody else's thing isn't working. When you go to a comedy club and the numbers are down or whatever, I mean, that could be partially your fault. Maybe there's something you can do, Twitter or podcast or whatever, to build the numbers up. But part of it's like, hey, maybe you built a room that's too big and you don't know how to get people to come to it.
Well, that's also part of it. And then so that's the other thing is like what we were talking about earlier is like trying to find a new way to go out and do stand-up, which is where I wouldn't quit stand-up. I just don't know if I can go be 5 days in the same room, you know.
Just do what I do. I only do the big room at Harrah's Reno.
Is that right?
That's it. That's all I will do.
I've never seen that on your. I've never seen.
Well, that's also why you haven't seen that, is because I can't get in there. But it's the only room that I will play.
Is the big room in Harrah's Reno?
No, are you saying you actually do it, or you just fly down there and you sit in it and dream about it?
No. I made an agreement. I made an agreement with myself.
What does he mean by that?
No, listen, I made an agreement with myself years ago that the only thing I was going to do from now on
never to walk in anyone's shadow.
The big room.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it was the only way I was going to make this work for me was to do the big room at Harrah's Reno. So that's the only room I'll play. Now they haven't invited me there yet.
Yeah, I got it.
So it's not. There are some hiccups.
Yeah. So your income as a stand-up is not good.
No, it's zero right now. But when I play the big room, which I will, because that's the only room I'll play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're riding zero right now.
Big is
you're
the big
riding
room at Harrah's Reno.
It's like 700. It's
That's
a nice room. It's a nice room.
Why Reno of all places? Like, why not?
Those are just my peeps.
Yeah, is that right?
I read about the Donner Party. I think it's a cool place.
Well, you're also a jet skier from way back.
I love jet skiing.
Yeah, so
I like to go on a jet ski with a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
And just show my goods.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Show my goods.
How do you show your goods?
I just like. I
don't drop a little ass crack when you're up on the bike, right?
I take off my tank top.
Take it off.
Yeah, I'll take a tank top off, and I'll just have on like my shorts.
Can I ask you this? Why do you have one on in the first place? The tank top. Yeah, I'm nervous about that.
Just to show off my guns.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a progressive show off.
Yeah.
First he takes off the shirt with the sleeves, and then it's the tank top, and people are wondering, I wonder what this guy's gut looks like. And then he takes the tank top off, and it's check out this baby.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I wonder how that hooks up with the top of his pubic area, and then he takes his pants off.
Oh my God.
He's wearing a low slim.
When do you get on the jet ski?
I got a little puff coming over the top of my
on the jet ski?
This is all on the jet ski. This all happens on the ski because I'm moving.
And you can't play the big room at Reno.
No, I know, right?
I don't understand
That's exactly what I'm
How do you
talking
not
about.
get the big
None
room
of
at
it
Harrah's?
makes sense. None of it.
I don't get it.
But, That's what I think. That's what Jake's saying is have a plan. Stick
I'm
with
saying
it.
he's
love
not
it. He has a
quitting.
plan.
How dare you quit when he's still
You're
doing it?
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so anyway,
We'll be right back with more Reno talk. We listen to Walking in the Room. Dave Anthony, Greg Bryant,
We
Jake
are
Johannsen.
sort of the Reno of podcasting. Like, if you showed up here, you're going to end it. Like, this is like...
Well,
like,
Reno is where you
no.
just
Reno's
Reno's where you
where
just
shit goes
stop.
bad.
Well,
Yeah,
in
you
Reno
stop.
you're going somewhere and you
Well,
stop in Reno.
No, you think you're going somewhere.
Well, you think you're going somewhere else, but you
It's
stop
the
in
end.
Reno, but then you just end up in Reno, right?
It's the... What is it? The biggest little city in the world?
yeah. But
But
I think
it's-
if you
it's the
think that
biggest
this
little-
is the Reno of podcasts, you need to listen to more podcasts.
Is that right? Maybe you're right.
This is not the bottom.
It's close though. Maybe this is like the...
We're
I
in
don't
a
know.
closet, but I mean, this is a lot. You got a lot of stuff in here. You got a lot of clothes.
Yeah,
I mean,
whether-
things are going pretty well.
Yeah, let's well.
Well,
you know.
I mean, I don't know if that's a sign that things are going well. Like, there's a lot of people who have purchased beyond their means. This closet might be a lie.
There are smaller.
That's absolutely true,
There
yeah.
are smaller, smellier, sadder closets. This
Agreed.
closet has a window.
Yeah,
Yep,
it does.
Yep, and a lot of hats.
Right, that to leap out of though.
Yep. Hopefully.
Right?
Yep.
If you
But,
have to.
Yeah.
If you have to.
during a fire.
But there's a window. There's a pool out there. So if you leap out, you just land in a
Are we
pool.
going swimming?
Yeah, let's
Greg,
do it.
Greg hates swimming.
I don't love
I don't like swimming.
You don't like swimming either?
Well, I'm okay with swimming, but it's not my. I like to go like in the ocean, surfing or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But we're getting a little off topic because you were talking about Reno.
Reno.
I mean, let's bring it back to your jet
Okay,
ski.
so years ago, I got a call from a booker, and he's like, "Hey, you want to do a Reno feature act?"
Wait a minute. Are you now you doing the big room in this scenario or no?
This is before I made my commitment to Harrow's Big Room.
Oh, this is
well
what set-
before.
this is where you-
This is when I was still just loving around in clubs like all the fucking jackasses out there.
Yeah.
Like when I was nobody. So
So that, like last week.
right. I mean, like now. I mean, look, I'm gonna do the Big Room. I don't want to get into it anymore.
Yeah, I
it's
get
pretty.
it. We did it.
I laid down my fucking plan.
it's going to happen. I don't think we're arguing with you.
I'm not
but-
going to argue with him.
Wow, it's weird. You're giving me weird looks. So I get a call from Booker. He says, "Hey, do you want to work?" I believe it was Thanksgiving week or it was Christmas week. It was one or the other. And he goes, it's a holiday week, so it's a weird and time, and they don't get a lot of people there, but they still want to have a show. So I go up there featuring, and I get there, and it's just all Asian people because apparently Americans don't go to casinos during the holidays, and it's just literally all people from China and Japan who have come over, and they just filled up the hotel because it's not their holiday, right?
Right.
So they're on vacation, getting cheap rates, and having a good time in Reno. I
And
mean,
they
which
love
is weird.
comedy.
Which is weird.
It's
that-
like a hand in glove booking for you.
Yes.
That's right. Asian people,
Right,
they love your
and
thing.
they're so happy because they're in Japan and they're like, where can I go? Where's the best place in the world to go right now? Reno. Like if you're in Japan, Reno is.
They don't know. There's a lot of misinformation going on in Japan about where you should go to in the
You
United
fly
States.
back and kill your travel agent. That's what happens. You fly back and fucking stab him with a knife you bought in Reno or found in your hotel room.
So I'm doing shows. They're not going great. It's weird. It's just a weird week. And then I do one show and there are these three girls and they're just fucking laughing their asses off. I'm like, all right.
They're loving you.
Yeah, they're loving it. I'm like, yeah. And they're cute. And I'm like, all right, this is going to be good. Get off stage. Girl walks up, tells me how funny I am. Puts 10 coins in my hand.
Yeah.
Tokens. And I'm like, what are these? She goes, I work at the brothel. These are free tokens for you to. They're fuck tokens.
But it's not like how many tokens per orgasm?
I don't know. I never followed up.
Or was this just a few tokens towards a fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it
No.
like
She
didn't give you 10
you need a
bucks.
thousand?
No, they
to,
were-
to get laid.
They were.
Here's
I
10.
think they were fuck. I think they were fuck tokens. I think it was a fuck per token. I think
That's
it was like a gift certificate.
It seems like that's a
That's
lot.
like a-
Of, that's
that's
a
a-
lot of money.
that's
right?
a big weekend.
That's a big.
That's a
10
I think
bucks?
so. Yeah, I mean, clearly I'm
But
not
why-
going to
let me ask you
fuck
this.
that much unless
Now,
I have a
what-
meth problem or on bath salts. But then I need an eat a face token.
That's for after. You got to
I don't
buy your
think you
face
need-
ahead of time.
I feel like those guys didn't have tokens. I think that was the problem with the Eat a Face plan was that those people were eating without tokens. They'd gone to
Boy.
the Eat a Face plan.
By the
and
way,
they'd started
another guy
eating
did
faces.
it. Another guy fucking did it in Louisiana. A guy tried to eat his neighbor's face. He was on bath salts.
it's
again.
bath salts. Is that what
It's
makes
bath
them
salts
do it?
again. Yeah, he was trying to eat his neighbor's face.
Yeah.
Don't eat your neighbor's face. And the guy.
That's a good public
And it was
service
down-
announcement. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like you need to pause
It's
a
not
little
like-
before you say that. Don't
Yeah.
just throw it in like that. Like,
guys,
sis, listen, pay
seriously.
attention here.
By
Dave,
the way,
tell him.
if you're a fan of ours and you live in Reno, we didn't mean to say shitty things about your town, but move.
I did.
No, it's a great place. If we ever come there again, please come and see us.
Come on, see
because
us. Yeah.
Just get out of your environment.
We can help you get out.
Yeah,
I can help you get out.
I have a car.
I got a map.
Yep. I
got internet access.
We look at Reno.
You can just go to Tahoe.
Yeah, you can go to Tahoe.
Like Tahoe's pretty
Tahoe's
nice. Right?
Yeah, there's a
Reno,
lake.
just go to Tahoe. You're right there, right?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
It's a little ways.
It's a little ways, but it's
up
close
into the
enough.
mountains. It's a walk. But I think there might be free shuttles going
I
up there.
think
You might be able to run some kind of scam.
Right.
Being in Reno, I mean, the way we look at it for people who are not in Reno, it's like saving. It's like if you're in Germany in the late 30s and you're trying to save Jews from the camps. Like that's how we look at Reno. We want to get you out of there. We'll put you in a suitcase, trunk of a car, whatever. We'll get you out.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll save your life.
well, we have a list.
The list is life.
Not everybody makes the list.
It's scary for me to even go to Reno just because there is a possibility that you could wind up and you can't get back out.
You never know what's going to happen
Oh
to
my
you.
God, could you imagine that? Like you're in the club and you just cannot find a way out.
Or somebody
Which
tells
is
you
Reno.
some idea about a job that happens there and it starts to seem good to you and you can't tell if is this a mistake? And then you decide you're going to take the job.
Oh
and
my God.
you're renting a truck and they're driving in and you're just.
You know who's a valet in Reno is Jake Johannsen.
I only do that. I
saw his last special. I thought it was great. I was surprised.
I
It
do
was
the
on
comedy.
Showtime.
I fly out and do the comedy clubs on the weekend. They still let me do that. But I park cars Monday to Wednesday. I park cars. Yeah, that's how I do it. The tips are great, and these Asian guys, they love me.
Yeah,
you know, they come, I mean, Thanksgiving, that's my big time of year.
Big time.
How many tokens for a fuck? Do you know now? Because I've got 10 that Dave loaned me.
I don't know
even
how.
want to fuck. I just want to know how many tokens.
I don't know how many it is, but I know I've been out there a lot of times, and it's never enough. I keep going, how about now? No, that's not enough.
What if the tokens were for me to just throw them in her vagina? Like that's
How about the
fucked
idea
up.
though that at your brothel, where like it's like when the comedy clubs start doing twofers, where you know the comedy club's on its way out, or when the comedy club starts doing bringers, where it's like that thing of like when the pimp of the brothel, I don't know who runs a brothel,
Whoever's got the chalice.
Is
I
like,
think
look,
it's
we've
madam.
got
I
these-
think it's madam. They
Madam.
don't have.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
madam.
it's
That's
a
right.
madam.
It's a madam. So the madam gives you a bunch of tokens. It's like it's not a good season for us. Start trying to get people in. There's tokens, and it's like, oh, I'm not fuckable.
So they're
enough?
using word of mouth at that point. Like they want
That
you to
is-
This is
try flavor
before
the.
she
a
could have
good-
had a Twitter feed, right?
It's a good economic indicator when they start giving away sex at the brothel.
Yeah.
That's a bad situation.
Well, that's Obama's America. That's Obama's America.
Listen.
That's Obama's America.
It is worth a flight to Greece to see if that is happening there now. Because I've heard I heard they're in trouble.
It's not good over there.
Yeah,
It's not good in
They have
over
142% unemployment.
there. Yeah, it's
That's
free
a-
sex.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You mean some people are unemployed twice?
Twice.
They're paying money to not have a job. They're being charged.
That's so taxed.
Yeah, we're taxing a job that you had before.
But they still make a salad like a motherfucker. Like those guys make a salad.
And they can grow a mustache.
Oh, yeah.
The
my
men
God.
and the women.
Why don't they sell mustaches? They could just be mustache
and just shit with
exporters.
flaky crusts.
And flaky
Just a
crusts and back hair. Right? Are they a back hair people?
That last one, I'm not going to go with.
They
You're
might
not going to
be.
go with that? I think they're hairy
feel
people.
This is
almost
his
right.
jet ski talking.
Well, I get it.
He's a lot of guy with
I get into my
Yeah.
Armenian area of the world, and in my mind, Armenians are the hairiest people alive. Now, there's no justification for that whatsoever.
Oh my God, I'm not going
There's
there with you.
zero.
Yeah.
But I just believe it in my head. And
I love that you're saying it was an assumption that you had, and then you act as if it's categorically like a thing that we all know that it's ridiculous to think that Armenians are hairy. And I'm like, I can't say either way. At first, you had me at they're hairy, and then
Yeah.
then I felt like a jackass because I thought they were hairy. But it's like, this is not a thing that Americans know. Most of us don't even have a passport.
Yeah. Right.
Pick a place anywhere on Earth and just label them as hairy.
Okay, I'm going to count to 3, and we're all going to say what nation has the most hirsute men.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
Now I'm just vamping now, so we can
Yeah.
think a little bit
Okay.
about
No,
it.
I got it.
1, 2, 3. Turkey.
Tiburon. Oh, I said a town.
You said a town.
That is not even-
Tiburon.
Turkey. I almost went with Turkey.
I think
that was
Turkey's
my
a good
number
answer.
2.
But it's right by Greece, so I just feel like I couldn't say Greece, so I
Hair.
said Turkey. Yeah.
You're saying they're hair adjacent.
But Lebanon, that might be a hairy.
Lebanon could be a very
nation.
hairy
Yeah.
nation. Yeah,
Istanbul.
do you think there's Now,
just the town.
That's a
just
town
the town.
in
I like.
Turkey.
I don't even know if
But
that's
you're
a town.
taking it-
That's a
that's
city.
I feel like-
I'm taking it. I'm condensing it.
Are you talking about
Timur on that went to
Constantinople?
Istanbul. What's that?
Constantinople?
My friend's going on his honeymoon to Istanbul. Is that nice or is that homework?
What do you mean homework?
Well, like a lot of times traveling's homework. Like I know people that do these things. I'm going to this thing, but then they got to walk a lot and put on shoes.
Oh, like Fresno.
Anything, yeah. Where
Do
you
any of you don't lay down
We're gonna
somewhere?
ride a yak and then
Oh, no.
go to the
Yeah.
salt harvest.
Right, right.
And we're gonna, yeah, it's like I don't want to do that.
Yes, Jake. Yes, Jake. Jake gets it.
What
Jake
happens
gets
in
it.
the salt harvest?
Jake gets it. He's exactly right. To me, a vacation is only you're 4 feet from water, you lay down in sand, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like anything else is homework. And you're right. The salt harvest, and then we have to go see the fucking plant. Like there's just shit. It's homework.
I like
The
to go see.
plant?
I like to go see some. Are you talking about a power plant? Or are you talking about
Toyota plant. A Toyota plant.
could
I
be,
went and saw that when we went to Indiana.
Mm.
Yeah, that was not a vacation. But the point is, those places where you have to get up and do stuff, as opposed to a place where you're meant to just be sort of laying down,
So-
like Mexico or Hawaii.
Let me tell you about a power plant that I am anxious to visit. I mentioned to you earlier in the context of you just come back from doing comedy in New Zealand that I'm married to a Kiwi, and so she's got relatives all over the country. I've been there 5 times.
Don't bring fruit there.
No, you can't bring fruit. They'll search you. They
That's
will
it.
search you.
No, they yeah.
You say there's relatives all over the country, but it's not hard.
It's not a
right?
giant
It's like-
country, but so we're down in Queenstown. There's this place called the Manipuri Power Station.
Love it.
And what they've done is, it's just
It's not a gay bar.
no. Well, there may be a gay bar there.
How is that not a band?
I don't know, but I love it.
Manipuri Power Station?
So they've taken this lake and they drilled a tunnel out of the bottom of the lake through the mountain down to the fjords of the sea. Instead of there's a
What?
river.
Whoa.
There's a river that runs to the sea, but instead of damming the river and putting a power plant there, they drilled this tunnel from the lake down through the side of the mountain to the ocean, and then they put the power plant underground, so the water it goes through this
so it's
pipe,
rushing through.
through this gravity-fed pipe. It's down to the sea, and so it's an underground. It's like a total James Bond location.
And who's down there? Hobbits? Like who's manning the? Their
Big impoverished people, strong people who will work for no money in the middle of nowhere in a hole in the ground.
And
come on.
and some of the weigh-ins.
Yeah. Well, they're everywhere. They spread out. They spread
They're
out.
never not in a room. that I was
Sometimes
just
they
in.
group up, and then sometimes they
work
spread
out.
out.
But
But
they'll-
there's usually 2 of them
But
at a
here's the
time.
thing:
Yeah.
strong work ethic, and it doesn't matter to them where they work. They will work.
Oh yeah, they'll work
Yeah,
on
they're
anything.
busy. They're
They'll
busy.
work. They'll
They're
do
busy,
stuff.
hardworking
They-
people.
I saw white girls. They'll take any job.
Well, I'm talking about no ego.
Well, there's clearly no ego. Have you seen white girls?
Well, they also work at a power plant.
I don't know. I have a feeling that there's a way to be proud dressed up like a lady in whiteface. I think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's a way to be proud while you're doing that.
Do you ever think there was a moment in the trailer where one of them went, "Is this? Yeah, this will be fine."
There
Like,
has to be in the trailer. I think
Like right after makeup's applied and you're on your way out to fucking go do your scene and you see yourself in the mirror as a white girl, do you go fucking yes, or do you have a moment where you go,
I think-
this might not be working?
I think you've
don't know.
already passed through that. That's not where I feel like the moment happens at the screening when you're about to go out on tour, to go on morning TV shows.
I agree with that.
And it's like, okay, now you're going to have to go out and talk about what it was like
What
to
you've
do
done.
this. And you're thinking, well, this is it. I'm in too deep.
How do you
Stop.
talk about an atrocity on a morning show, a local morning talk show? How do you talk about?
I don't know. Well,
I don't know. I didn't see that movie, but I'd say the whole idea of it seems kind of funny to me.
It's
Is it
it's not.
really?
It's not.
Did you see it?
I've seen parts of it. I couldn't sit through
Listen, here's our next podcast. We're going to do a podcast now.
watching white girls.
We're going to watch White Girls. And we're going to talk about it. The first episode of the podcast may be good, but the rest of them, I mean, it's going to get repetitive.
Yeah.
But I feel like the first one is good.
I do like that idea. I like a movie about a guy who has to do that, but I'm not positive I want to see a movie of people actually doing that.
I want to listen to a podcast about guys who have just watched girls.
White girls.
Girls or white girls?
Just girls.
Because that's
Just
a
about
whole
a guy-
other show.
about a guy who
We've been
just
that
watched
show. We
girls.
talked about girls.
Yeah, I bet that is a podcast already. I was down at the coffee shop. I had my regular seat. I get behind the
I'm
door.
talking about the TV series.
They
Why
come
do you
in.
get this wrong every time? The HBO's not watching
There's
girls
a
in a
girl.
coffee shop.
Do you know what Spanx are? I sit behind the door. They don't know that I'm there until after they've ordered and they're walking out. And by then it's too late. I'm already drooling.
I was on a hike.
All right, we should wrap it up.
I tried to watch Girls on HBO, but it was not for me.
It's not for me. Did you
try
it's
and
not
watch
for me
it?
at all.
They were too
Greg,
mean. They were too mean, and they kept doing things that like smart girls won't do this.
Yes.
I agree.
No, Greg feels the same way. It's not for us.
I felt so bad for the girls. I felt like I wish.
Even though you have a daughter. So
first of all, I don't think these are real girls, and second of all, if they are real girls, how can I help them? I feel like there should be a number to call at the end. Like you need to call this number to help girls to not be in this situation.
Right. No, I said if this is the truth for girls, I'm going to take both of mine. I have 2 girls. When they're 15, just take them out in the yard and put them down. Just not let them live past 15.
that's extreme.
I'm going
to go ahead and
now
put them
come
down.
on. Now listen, I'm
No,
no
I can't have
doctor,
them.
but there's a way to sew a penis on a lady. That's, you don't have to kill him. You don't have to kill him.
Oh, I don't mean shoot them. I just mean go down and go, you are so stupid. Just get ready for this. Anyway.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure.
I
don't know what I'm agreeing to right now, but I
doesn't
kind of,
matter.
if my
It's
wife
okay.
ever listens to this, I got a feeling I'm in trouble.
I have a boy, so I have totally different feelings. I mean, I think I just teach him how to fuck, and then off he goes.
Is that right?
Teach him how to fuck? I don't think you have to do that,
No,
Dave.
no,
In
I'm going to
fact,
teach him how to fuck.
Seriously.
I'm going to teach him how to fuck.
Dave,
I got books, I got films, I got a whole thing.
A program?
I've got a whole, it's a 2-month
I heard a story about a guy who had his boy taken away from him for just that.
No.
Let's cut to 30 years in the future. Hi, I'm Finn. I'm an alcoholic. When my father did his PowerPoint presentation on how to fuck without his pants, that's the first time I remember that I needed a drink.
You know, the first lesson was really a surprise and terrible. But after a couple of months, I really started to get the hang of it, and I was grateful.
Chapter 1.
We don't talk anymore.
Chapter 1, get your fingers in there.
That's not chapter 1.
Yeah,
That's not chapter 1.
Get you. I'm not good at it.
We talked about this the other day. I explained fucking on it.
That's not chapter 1.
Yeah.
Chapter 1 is try and look at them as if you're not trying to fuck them. That's chapter 1.
Yeah.
And then get your fingers in there, right?
That's chapter 1 of Sans Perme. That's chapter 1 of Sans Perme.
If you guys do not get a shirt made that says Sans Perme, you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table.
I know we should Sans Perme. We already did our description of how to fuck already when we did that. We talked about it. You put your finger in the belly button and then you go down to where you run out of body and then you go up and then you're in.
It's a detailed description.
I've been around a few ladies, and I gotta get the in a general way. What you're saying is true, but in a practical sense, I mean, it's not going to work on any ladies. It's not going to work on any ladies.
That's why
you're going to have to have a real patient lady.
So what you're saying is get your fingers in there, right?
No.
Yeah. No. All right, I'll change it to meat hooks. Should we wrap?
Yeah. Jake Johannsen.
Is your podcast a regular thing yet?
Well, here's what I'm doing. I have my website, jakethis.com, and I figured out how to put the podcast on Libsyn.
Yep.
And so you can go to my website. There's a thing that you can click to listen to the latest episode, and then there's a way to listen to the ones before that. But I haven't figured out how to get it on iTunes. So if you're curious, you can go listen to it there.
Walkingtheroom.com. Go to the store, buy a T-shirt. All of the live cuddles are also available there. If you
I think we're gonna sell some more Beware the Hobo Tang shirts.
Yeah, that's what we decided to do.
The hobo what?
Tang.
Yeah, you got to be writing these down because Sans
they're
Perme is
written
a
down.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Get your fingers in there is a T-shirt. Get your fingers in there is a T-shirt.
Get your fingers in there, yeah. And it doesn't even have to. Oh, that'd be so great with just 2 fingers right there.
Yeah.
And a guy winking.
Oh
Just a
yeah,
guy.
always got to get.
Get your fingers in there.
There we go. Well, we have a winking corn dog, and what's that thing? Oh, there's gonna be some live dates that we'll announce next week.
Yeah, soon. Hopefully, we'll have a little something in August, and we're working on something in January, and we're gonna work on something in November. We got some stuff coming.
Where are
up.
you going to do your live show?
We've done a few live shows so far.
I would like to come and sing.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That can happen.
I don't know.
Back it up. Back it up.
Okay.
Back it up. We'll cut that out.
We'll cut all this out.
Yeah,
We'll
no,
cut
it's not gonna happen.
We're gonna cut.
So you got
Jake.
live shows coming up. Let's just.
There we go with
yeah,
that.
you got live.
You can. You are at Jake This on Twitter, right?
I'm at Jake This on Twitter.
Jake This on Twitter, and I am at Dave Anthony, at Greg Barrett. We are at Walking the Room. We also have a Tumblr page, and we have our forums, the Hot Dog Thunder Dome and Hot Dog Thunder Forum. And I might have to go back to Facebook. I don't know. Greg and I were talking about it. Apparently, I have done a disservice to the
You should reactivate it and then just hook it up so that the other things that you're doing just feed onto it.
Right? I tried to do that, but it wouldn't let me do it.
You can do it. You have to do it.
No, Facebook's a bitch now.
But
Yeah, they're not letting you do it.
You can do it from Twitter. You can have it
that's what I tried to do. They wouldn't let me do it.
Really?
Yeah. Is that all we have to say? Do we have anything else to say? Is there any announcements?
No, not yet. I mean, no. No, I think we're good, man. We'll get other announcements to make. Look, if you're not a fan, if you don't know Jake Johannsen for some dumb reason,
God,
get fucking involved.
You can watch my special. I Love You on Netflix.
Yeah,
you can buy CDs or that special audio or the discs from my website, jakethis.com, and you can go watch YouTube your ass off.
What about seeing you live? You got any dates coming up?
You can go see me live in places in comedy clubs. I've got the schedule on my
So go look at the
website.
schedule.
I wish I knew. I can't right off the bat even say where I'm going to be. Next week I'm going to Nebraska to a comedy festival. Think about that. And then Cuyahoga Falls in Ohio. I'm doing that at the end of the month.
You're
Cuyahoga
going
Falls.
to the Nebraska Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah.
It's going to be just Jake.
It's in the Johnny.
The budget was.
It's in the Johnny Carson.
Hey,
It's
look,
the Johnny Carson, the town where he is.
If you were going to have one guy for a festival, Jake is enough.
There's other guys. There's not just me. But in the museum of the festival, I'm sorry because we're going over time. This is just bonus about the festival. But they've got a Johnny Carson museum there. And it's a great memorabilia of his career, which is, if you're there, it's not worth a drive there. But they have a mannequin of Johnny Carson. It looks like him. It's not wax. It must be plastic. And then kind of the curtain from the NBC show and an old one of those cameras. And Johnny's standing next to the camera in front of the curtain.
You take pictures?
And I go there and they're like, so do you want to get your picture taken next to Johnny? And I go, well, I've been on the Tonight Show with Johnny. I mean, there's videotape of me talking to Johnny on the Tonight Show. And they go, yeah, I know, but do you want to get your picture taken? I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. I do. It's like the nicest old ladies ever who, I shouldn't say old ladies. It's nicer. They're grown-up ladies who run the place. And it's like, yeah, whatever you want. Let's take my picture and eat whatever pie you've got.
His wife took a picture with the mannequin.
I'm sure. Everybody takes a picture with the mannequin.
Ed won't do it.
I want to take a picture of you because you're the only person who wouldn't want to take his picture with the mannequin. I want to take, this is what it looks like. This is what a guy who doesn't want to take a picture looks like. Anyway, so I took the picture. And I'm going to take another picture when I'm there this time just for good measure. And I'm going to put that up
on fucking Instagram.
And I'm going to hook that up to my new Tumblr. And I'm going to link that to your Twitter feed and hope that you retweet it on your Walking the Room feed.
You fucking know that. If you actually do that, we'll do it. We will retweet it.
It's all going to happen.
Yeah, and we'll make an announcement about that tweet.
Yep.
Can we have a live show that's the
dedicated
the tweet release party?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm releasing a tweet next week. Could you imagine? Fuck. That's such a Kanye thing to do. Listen, everybody, I'm releasing some tweets next week. Maybe 2. I'm going to have a tweet release party in my closet.
I think it's a good idea.
Tweet release party is the best. Oh, glitter done.
Glitter done.